today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr. Carr right away going to look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. On play action, now Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Carr going to get this to Jacobs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Carr completes it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total scary. On second down, ETN once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, Lawrence. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
ETN up the middle. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. And they'll go again with ETN. And he's got room. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run. From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage. On second down, a run with ETN, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up? Something. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run. Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line. Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 17 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown. I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun now on third down, Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6. And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. On first down, Carr. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devon Hamilton racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. He'll look to throw. The open man here, Renfrow. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Bringing a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Week 9 here in the National Football League. He'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Lawrence with a completion to Kirk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Etienne. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Etienne once more. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Going for it, here's Etienne, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Jags come up empty. Down. And the Raider deep. They get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First down now, but that clock rolling. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Carr now on first down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down. Carr to throw again. Same target. It's Jacobs again.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to. Touchdown, Raiders! Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first down, right back to ETN. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 134 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another tote for ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. And some room to roam now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Raider offense set to get this drive started. Carr now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10 at their own 24. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 247 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first and 10, it's ETN. Room here to run. 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, 49 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And they're going to speed things up here. A give running right, ETN. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Lawrence. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Second down and goal. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jags get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Travis Etienne on the touchdown reception, capping the drive. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. To throw is Carr. He's got Renfro on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Again, it's Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Caught outright by Renfro. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now Carr. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders are able to come. Into that deficit. Carlson on for the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Hunter Renfro who capped things off with a touchdown reception. Turn here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A give to ETN running right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On third down, here's ETN. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Fourth down, here's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now Carr again. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Carr now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, We see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a two-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. In the fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A handoff for Etienne. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Here's a give to Etienne to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And they'll run with Etienne. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Now Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Carr. Throw left side taken in by Renfro. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Back to Renfro again, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Carr now to throw. It's slammed into the hands of Darren Waller. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's Carr to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now a play fake. Carr. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. To throw, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. On play action, it's Carr. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. To try again after the sack. Carr, one last shot at the end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. One final try now for Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jaguars, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.